Hey everyone, Paul the Painter here, and I've got a quick handy tip for you when you're rolling your walls. Now, whether you're a seasoned professional, whether you're just learning how to paint, or whether you're a do-it-yourself kind of homeowner and you're just painting in a room, I've got two tips for you that might help. And the first one I'm going to show you is I roll a header and a footer. That's what I call it. What it does is it gives you a nice roller width footer and header so that you don't ever even get close to hitting the ceiling. Here, I'm going to go roll the header and footer. So if you noticed, what I did was I rolled this header and then I faded out the bottom edge. Now keep in mind, when you're doing these kind of techniques, you do got to move fast because you don't want the paint to dry. You want to have this wall coated evenly. So I'm a quick painter. This will probably dry in about 5 to 10 minutes, so I've got a little bit of time. So I've rolled that header. I'm going to do the exact same for the bottom. So I just rolled the header and I just rolled the bottom. Now I know I'll never hit the ceiling. There's zero chance I'm going to hit the ceiling, zero chance I'm going to hit that baseboard. There's at least a good 2 feet at the top and 2 feet at the bottom. So now the next tip that I'm going to give you for rolling walls is instead of rolling it vertically one row at a time, what I generally do is I take a section. So I'm going to, what I call throw paint on the wall 2 or 3 times, what I call 2 or 3 dips, and unload onto the wall. Then I'm going to spread it out, and then I'm going to do that same process. So now that I put the paint on, I'm going to go out and spread it out nice and evenly and get a nice even finish. So you see, what I did was I threw the paint on the wall in 3 different sections. I didn't really care about the finish. And then I went back with a semi-dry roller. It spreads it out evenly, and you can see I did half the wall in no time. So I'm going to do the other half there. And the other tip is whenever you stop finishing rolling a line, don't ever just leave a hard line. Always use your roller to fade out that edge so that when you do the next half, it'll blend in perfectly. So here I go. So now that it's on, I'm going to go back and spread it out. So keep in mind a couple things. One, this isn't the only way to paint. There's a lot of different ways to paint a wall. This is just one way that I paint walls. Paints dry at different rates, especially if the air temperature is hot. So you may not be able to do this in every situation, but in basement suites like this or a normal room, you should be able to do it like that. Look how long that took me. Another consideration that I have is I went from one side to the other. I didn't kind of go this way, then back that way, and back that way, and back that way. I kept the same edge on my roller the whole way along. So now the paint coating from that edge to that edge is the exact same thickness the whole way along. So keeping a wet edge, splashing the paint on, spreading it out, and then doing a section. This is a little tip that I'm giving you because when you create efficiencies in your process, it generally means more time and more money. So if you can stick to this kind of efficiency, I hope it helps you, and I hope this tip makes your day go a little bit faster.